Do you also feel Korean speaks so fast when you watch Korean movies or dramas?
Of course, yeah. Of course they do. But, you know, nothing, even the drama or movie, it might seem fast, but nothing compares to family gathering after a few drinks and everyone. Then it's really, the conversation's really pinging around. And it's almost impossible for me to follow.
I can imagine that.
Sure. So not just in movies, in real life too.
You said that you try to watch your Korean movies or dramas without subtitles at first, but what if you couldn't understand most of them? So let's say your understanding rate would be below 10%. Then wouldn't you get bored and just give up in the middle?
It's a good question, but my sort of thought on it is you have to accept ambiguity.
Yes.
And you have to push through. If you're ever going to make the leap from like beginner material where they're spoon feeding not really accurate good language and natural content, it's a hurdle that is very hard to overcome, but you have to brute force your way over it, I think, or through it. So yeah, you're right, it can be hard to continue if your understanding is that low. But if it's something I want to understand, not watching the content's not going to get me any closer to understanding it, if that makes sense. But you have to either power through, or what I would recommend is break it up into smaller parts, right? So I want to watch this native drama about a hospital or something because that's what I'm interested in. But it's really hard. So, okay, I'll just try for a shorter amount of time, 10 minutes, and then I'll go back to something easier, more comprehensible, to keep going with the Korean study. And then when my motivation is there again, I'll go back and struggle through it, but try my best.
Okay. English content without subtitle for so long time, without doing other stuff. And do you think his or her listening skills got improved naturally?
Yeah, for 100%. It would definitely, if you're doing enough of it and you keep going, yes, I think they will improve.
Even without subtitles?
From what I've heard, if you watch an English movie with English subtitles, it's a good activity, but it changes it from a listening activity to more of a reading activity. And so the only way to really focus on improving your listening is to do this sort of raw listening. And it's hard. It's one of the hardest skills, right? But I would say that it's essential if you want to get really good.
The reason why I asked this question is because now I've been going through the phase when I'm not sure which one is correct. I mean, watching without subtitle or with subtitle. But in terms of what was that? Comprehensible input. So for information, now I've been trying both ways, with subtitles and without subtitles at the same time. But the reason I try with subtitles approach is because if I watch without subtitles and without actually understanding them, like below 30%, 20%, then I'm worried that I might not be able to get comprehensible input.
Right.
So what do you think about this concern and worry?
Watch it first with subtitles.
Okay.
So you can get the understanding, right? And then it's about repeating that listening as many times as you can. If you watch a scene from a movie with subtitles and you think, okay, I've got this, I can understand what's going on, and then you wait a week and then you rewatch it again without subtitles, you will be training that listening skill on something that is less intimidating because you have a rough idea about what it is.
Correct.
And so you could get a good balance, I think, by doing something like that. Ideally, you'd want to be watching without subtitles, but it's not easy. And so whatever you do to keep going is better than just giving up. Right?
Yes, very, very much so.
And so I would do something like that.
I really agree with you. And the most important thing for me is to get sustainability, make the long journey to fluency as sustainable as possible. And the last thing I want to do is getting overwhelmed and intimidated, getting myself familiar with whatever content I'm watching, and then I can choose to turn on or turn off subtitles depending on how I'm feeling that day
Right.
or something like that.
And it's really, really great, yeah. And then
Okay.
just do this kind of, we call it intensive listening, where you're really trying to focus on everything, trying to understand every word, and then it goes into your sort of library of repeatable material where you're sort of passively listening to it, and you can just try later.
Thank you for your great insights. Thank you.
Anything else?
Shall we wrap it up?
Was that the 3 things on your list?
No, we couldn't get around to the last question, not last part.
I can do 5 more minutes if you want to do that, or
You know,
save
the
it
thing
for-
is, the football match
Okay, okay.
will start at 7.
Sure.
And luckily, it doesn't look like it's not
raining now.
outside.
Okay, great.
Very good, very
call it a
good.
day.
I really enjoyed this class.
Can I take a picture to post?
Yeah, of course. I'm happy to do that. And I checked the thinking points that you texted me the other day, which is very impressive. Do you want me to hold it or just put it down here?
I think it'll be alright. Something like that.
Okay.
Whoa, what the hell?
I should have put some wax on my hair.